ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2024 Lenape Business Honor Society Induction. My name is Joe DeJulius, and I'm the very proud assistant principal of Lenape High School. Tonight is a very special occasion for the Business Education Department as we induct many new members into this elite society. It is also a very proud moment for me as I have the privilege of supervising the department after teaching business education for 11 years. Unfortunately, Mr. Catani is not able to join us this evening. However, he sends greetings and best wishes. With us tonight is our esteemed faculty, Mrs. Christina Iannucci, Mrs. Stephanie DeVello, Mrs. Elaine Riches, Mr. Michael Smith, Mr. Jerry Swindell, Mr. Richard Thal, Mr. Lewis Waldorf, and Mrs. Dina Wolf. Please join me in thanking our teachers for all that they do on behalf of our students. In today's rapidly growing and changing economy, students need to cope not only with the complexity of academics, but the practical necessities of saving and investing, handling consumer and credit issues, and operating a business. With over 20 courses and 2 career and technical student organizations to choose from, students in the business education program learn life skills necessary for economic success, use technology to access and create information, expand their educational opportunities, develop marketable skills and habits to apply to any career, acquire international business knowledge, foster an entrepreneurial attitude, and broaden their lifelong work and study options. Tonight's inductees represent excellence in business, and we are pleased to recognize them this evening. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Jonathan Hollander. John has more than 25 years of experience in the data technology space across various industries and disciplines. He has led development teams in advanced analytics, big data, business intelligence, data warehouse, and master data management domains for both on-premises and public cloud deployment models. At TD Bank, John is responsible for the design, development, and production operations of data platforms and tools that support the global TD enterprise. This includes establishing TD's data estate on the Microsoft Azure cloud and migrating TD's existing large-scale data ecosystems to Azure. This platform will fulfill data, analytical, reporting, and operational demands for business lines across the enterprise and support approximately 3,000 users. Prior to joining TD Bank, John was responsible for driving the planning and implementation of the enterprise strategy for data platforms at CVS Health. Before CVS, at Medco Health Solutions, John had the responsibility of customer data solutions, including development of the Customer 360 platform to support CRM and campaign targeting operations. On the personal side, John has lived in Mount Laurel for most of the last 35 years since moving here in 1986 from nearby Cherry Hill, and is a proud Lenape graduate from the class of 1988. He's married to wife Jill, and they have 2 daughters, Julia from the Lenape class of 2021 and Jessica from the Lenape class of 2023. John graduated from Rutgers University with a bachelor's degree in computer science. Please welcome John Hollander.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here tonight at Lenape, my alma mater, to speak to the inductees for the Business Honor Society. First of all, thanks to Principal DeJulius for asking me to speak at this great event, and congratulations to this year's inductees. This is such a fantastic honor for each and every one of you. First, a little bit about me. I'm born and raised in Cherry Hill, and I've lived in Mount Laurel for a majority of my life since my parents moved our family here back in 1986. My wife Jill and I have 2 daughters that are also both proud Lenape grads, Julia in 2021 and Jessica in 2023. I'm currently Vice President and Head of Enterprise Data Technology Platforms at TD Bank, and I'm based at our Mount Laurel Technology Center. My 900 team members are based there in addition to across the U.S. Eastern Seaboard, Toronto, Singapore, and India. In this role, I'm responsible for all environments that support data, reporting, and analytics at the bank. So here in my time with you today, I'd like to go back and take a brief trip down memory lane. I will cover 4 key areas in our brief time together tonight. First, my college journey was not what you would call standard. And here's the first point I'd like to share with you all. Don't be afraid to chart your own course for further education. Everyone's path is unique. I graduated from Lenape in 1988 and went to Clemson University as an architecture major. I really enjoyed drafting and excelled in technical drawing courses in high school and thought that would be a great career choice for me. Football games at Clemson were a sight to behold, and I went to every home game that year. But the one thing I did not enjoy was college-level physics. So after freshman year, I decided to transfer back to New Jersey and Rutgers University. Upon starting sophomore year at RU, I transitioned into the College of Engineering and spent the next 2 years in New Brunswick. I really enjoyed my time there. However, I really never clicked with the engineering coursework, and my grades were just okay, but not great. The funny thing is that when I originally was looking at colleges, I didn't even consider RU, as at the time I decided that I must leave New Jersey. This was a very short-sighted decision in hindsight. After year 3, I decided to change majors again, this time to computer science. I also moved home and transferred to Rutgers Camden. I went from 5 classes per semester to 3 or 4, and also paid my own way from a tuition standpoint for the rest of my college years. This move was one of the best things I ever did, as I just clicked with the comp sci coursework. I excelled in many of these classes and graduated with a bachelor's degree after it was all said and done in 6 years. So that was 3 colleges, 3 majors across 6 years. Many of you will go to one college, pick your major, and graduate in 4 years, and if so, that's great. However, my path was different. My second point is, have a career plan, set your goals, and make sure every step you take professionally gets you closer to accomplishing these goals. You may have this plan upon graduating high school, or graduating college, or 5 years into your career. Timing is unique to each individual. So a quick story. About a year and a half ago, while visiting colleges with my daughter Jessica, we attended a presentation at one of our stretch schools, Johns Hopkins. They made a statement in that presentation that was an eye-opener. They said 95% of their incoming freshmen participate in a professional internship while in high school. That really blew me away, as I surely would not have been prepared for that when I was in high school. But there are apparently many high school students that were prepared enough to go down this route. Maybe these students were able to chart out their plan early. For me, I was able to determine my plan when I was roughly 5 years into my career. Every move I made over the next 10 years or so was made with that goal in mind. And I was ultimately able to accomplish that goal. After achieving that goal, I developed a new set of goals. Your career goals are not static for the rest of your life, and you will tweak your career goals over the years, and that's totally normal. And this leads us into my third and likely most important point. Professional networking is one of the most important things you will do in your career, and you will need to focus on it from your first day in your first job until your last day before retirement. And it's never too early to start to network and build relationships. The relationships you make at every stop matter in your career journey. I've established hundreds of relationships over my 30 years in the workforce, and I still maintain many close relationships with people that I worked with at my first job out of college and every job since. After my first 2 jobs, which I landed by working directly with contingent search firms, every company and every role that I've worked for since has been a direct result of a relationship that I forged with a colleague that I previously worked with in some capacity. I'm a firm believer that over the course of your career, more and better job opportunities will present themselves from your network versus responding cold to online job postings and the like. And my last point, number 4, is to embrace the ever-changing technology landscape. So now I want to talk about a company that created multiple new categories and drove major disruption based on creating products and services that consumers didn't even know they needed at the time of release. Think about Amazon, which went live in July of 1995. Amazon started out as an online bookstore. They built a robust set of technology platforms and services to power their online fulfillment and logistics operations that they white labeled to expand their business, and then had the vision and foresight to think that other companies could also benefit from these online services. They brought these services to market and sold to B2B customers, business-to-business customers, as a better, more performant, and robust way to run their computer operations. I'm sure you've all heard of AWS or Amazon Web Services and cloud computing. Now most companies like TD are moving servers and computer operations from their on-premise data centers into the public cloud. Amazon is the definition of a disruptor across multiple service lines. So where do you think technology will be 5, 10, or 20 years from now? In my space, data and analytics, we've fully embraced artificial intelligence and machine learning. And we now have generative AI that came out of nowhere about a year ago with the introduction of OpenAI and ChatGPT. For example, I entered this statement into the ChatGPT user face at openai.com. Provide a speech for me to present at an induction ceremony for the Business Honor Society at Lenape High School. And ChatGPT generated a 5-page speech that I could have presented here tonight. It was generic, but you wouldn't have booed me off the stage if I presented it. The rate of change in this space is staggering, and companies like TD are moving fast to determine what the commercial applicability is for Gen AI to positively impact customers and their experiences with the bank. This could be in marketing, servicing, or support, to name a few. Also, how to leverage Gen AI internally, how to make the bank and its employees more productive. The opportunities are endless. For this point in particular, be open to change and stay up to speed with the fast-changing technology landscape. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my stroll down memory lane as it relates to my education and career, and hopefully you can put some of these key points to use as you prepare for moving on to a 2- or 4-year college, a trade school, a job, or the remainder of your time here at Lenape. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome the Lenape Business Honor Society Advisor, Mrs. Dina Wolf.
Thank you, Mr. Hollander. Welcome. I want to express the Business Department's pride in seeing so many members being inducted into the Lenape Business Honor Society. The purpose of the Lenape Business Honor Society is to recognize high-achieving students in the area of business education. Each member being inducted tonight has taken at least 3 business education courses and received an A in all 3 courses. Each new inductee will receive a certificate of achievement and an honor cord to be worn at graduation. We would now like to present the newest class of the Lenape Business Honor Society. They have met the requirements of membership as established by the Business Education Department. We accept you as candidates for membership in the Lenape Business Honor Society. Do you understand and pledge to uphold the integrity of the Lenape Business Honor Society? Please answer, I do. Joining the Lenape Business Honor Society is a time to commit to the ideals for which the Honor Society stands. Let us recite the membership oath together, which can be found on the back of your program. Actually, it's inside your program, sorry. Please recite in unison a few lines at a time. Ready? I believe in the purpose of the Lenape Business. Thank you. Nice job. Now I would like to call upon my colleague, Rick Thal, and he will be reading the sophomore names. Okay?
Will the candidates please come forward, one graduating class at a time, after your name is called to receive your certificate and honor cord? Miles Buchanan. Isabella Dixon. Aiden Montana. Jaden Savoy. Micah Schwartz. And now for the juniors, I'd like to call up my colleague, Mike Smith.
Yeah, you don't have to clap for me. I didn't do anything. But I do have the pleasure of announcing the junior names for the inductees, okay? Ryan Altobelli. Lucas Bishara. Ellie Cantendig. Elena Catlett. Taylor Colaparty. Michaela Cosme. Luke Cranmer. Brielle Dowling. Benjamin Duarte. Michael Fleming. Derek Friedman. Tristan Gurdon. Lucas Gurdon. Caitlin Hines. Drew Cook. Courtney McLaughlin. Mateo Morello. Caden Mikulski. Konstantin Masudas. Chase Napoli. Michael Osami. Isabella Pastor. Erin Patella. Yash Prabhu. Abhilash Raya Puretti. Sorry. Leah Raymond. Cole Sedlock. Abby Sharp. It's a good whistle. Michael Silva. Ryan Snyder. Thought Ryan wanted to say a few words. Jalen Streeter. Joseph Teat. Jalen Vole. Rashab Wardane. And Paige Wolf. All right, I'd like to invite Lou Waldorf to come up to announce the seniors.
I heard the woo. Thank you very much. I will now introduce our seniors. Kiana Clairville. Anna Cooper. Brianna Devlin. Miles Drayton. Brandon Fletcher. Michaela Frisella. Selena Lee. Gavin Mayernick. Vanessa Myers. Jack Ogden. Milan Patel. Riley Rodriguez. Ava Samuels. Jordan Silver. Samantha Twizzler. Destiny Vincent. Ryan Weber. And Ben White. Now for our closing remarks, I'd like to invite Ms. Elaine Riches to the podium.
Thank you. It is with great pleasure that I now declare you members of the Lenape Business Honor Society. We are all proud and happy to have you as members. Thank you for coming this evening.